Hey, what's up, people? Hey, this is my 2015 Fiesta ST. I want to talk to you for a couple minutes about the catch can, the oil catch can. Why the heck do you need one? Is it better than an oil breather cap? Should you spend the money, or is it a complete waste of time? You're bored and you're watching this. So, hey, here's about 5 minutes of brief explanation. Check out Engineering Explained, where a dude over there talks about the catch can in much more detail and explains it with a nice chart. But let me just give you a really quick just idea of why you'd need this. So you have combustion happening in the engine here. It's super huge amounts of pressure, and some of that, it comes right through and it escapes through the piston rings and it gets into your intake system, and that causes what we call blow-by, which is a mixture of air and oil. Just a little bit of oil in there, but just enough that when it goes back through your system, even as it is helped back into the PCV valve, which in this car would be right here, which would reintegrate it into your system, and so it could be combusted again. But because of that, you have that air mixture with that's leaking out with a little bit of oil, and what happens is, number one, is it's being reintegrated into your system. It gets in everything. So it gets in all your hoses. It gets, if you have an intercooler, if your car is turbocharged, it's going to get on your intercooler. I found it in my hot side pipe. It can coat the fins. And then when it gets pumped back into the engine, it pumps back right on top of your pistons, so you're going to have this buildup, and you can look online and find pictures of just nasty oil crusted components of an engine intake valves, and it can make a mess. Now, they don't include these from the factory just because it's not a necessary thing, but if you're a car nut and you're like wasting time right now watching this video, then you probably care about stuff like this. You probably vacuum your car once a week, and you put silly stickers on your engine cover, and yeah, so you care about that little bit of oil that gets in there. Over time it can hurt. Like, it can, do you want your intercooler fins coated with blow-by? I don't. Not at all. So, and there is an incremental or marginal is a better word, loss of probably power, efficiency, whatnot, and a dirty engine. So anyway, catch can interrupts all that. How does it work? Well, it interfaces. So this hose from the PCV valve is supposed to go right here, but it doesn't. Why? Because I cut it in half. I stuck the bottom half into my JBR catch can right here. Beautiful. And the top half comes out of the JBR catch can, and it goes back into the system right here. And I have a check valve in there that I'll talk about in a minute. So the deal is, the catch can catches all the oil, and it's a beautiful system. It catches the oil, and then what you do is you drain it. So for me, about every 1,000 miles, I'll get about an ounce of oil. I'm going to show you that in a minute because I just drained it. And again, the goal here is to keep all that crap off your out of your intake system and get it out of there. Let me talk about catch cans real quick before I show you the results of my emptying here. This is JBR. It's $165, a little expensive, and you get it for 15 extra bucks. You get a check valve to make sure things are only going in one direction. I chose this because it's the best. It's a little more expensive, but you kind of have really four basic things that are happening when you're picking out a catch can. You want to get size is one thing. So this is about the size of a Coke can, and it can hold a lot, so that you don't have to empty it as often. So number one is size. Number two is, how does it filter? Either it'll have a media filtering system or a baffle. So this, the media system would be that there's like foam or steel wool or something in there to catch all the oil and keep it separated from the air. But that can get filled up and clog, and who wants that? So this has a triple baffle system. It has 3 baffles that get all that oil, keep it at the bottom, and you're in good shape. Mounting is your third consideration. This thing, I've had this in about a year, and it's solid. It's not going anywhere. It's mounted to the passenger side strut tower. And then number 4 is draining. That's important. So with some of these cheaper ones, you actually have to take it out, disconnect it, and drain it. Who wants to do that? This system comes with a drain in the bottom, and I'll just show you where the hose is routed. You can see right there, right here. You can see that valve on the other side. and I just open it and empty it. And that is it. So, let me show you my results. Just empty this guy. And here they are over here. So, this is about 1,500 miles maybe. Excuse me. Check that out. It's like an ounce of sludge. You want that in your intercooler? You do not. So go get a catch can. Go get one today. JBR. Hey, let me say one other thing too. Some folks are getting oil breather caps, which basically is a one-way valve that you put in place of your oil cap, and it allows sort of a similar idea. It allows the gas to escape. That's a decent idea. The filter catches the oil and the air comes out. But the problem is, I don't think it's as efficient. I've never had one, but I've read up on them. Plus, every time you park your car, it smells like oil because that vapor's coming out. And I don't want that in my garage. I like my garage to be a happy, peaceful place. So you could go that route, but I think in my case, the catch can is a better option. Hey, next time I'm going to talk about this. This is a Fumoto oil valve. I've put these in my cars over the years. Awesome mod, makes things fun and easy when you change your oil. But I'm going to put that on in my next oil change, which will be probably in a few weeks or a month. So I'll do a video on that soon. Hey, oil catch can. Go get one. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day.